Yo. What's up, everybody? It is your boy MM2K back again with another one. All right, let's do this, man. Let's do this. Oh, shit, who is it? Hey, Noah, I'm live, bro. That's the homie Noah. Hey, Noah. I just went live. Give me like 15 minutes to break some pony legs, and then we can hop on that Ghost Recon, all right? Hold on. Can you hear me, bro? Hello? Oh, dang, I can't even. I'll call you back. It's my homie Noah. We about to get on some Ghost Recon Breakpoint after I hit some breakpoints on some pony legs this morning. What's up, everybody? It's your boy MM2K. Back again with another one. Let me see if I'm gonna share this out, man. See if I can find my actual video. Let me know if my music is too loud too. Right? We live, right? We live? Is we live? Can't find my video. I can't find my video. Hold on. You know how what's it called, dude? Okay, now I'm live and it's like in the 18th realm. All right, I just want to check and make sure we just live. Let me move that over there. If y'all could do me a huge favor, tweet this out, because I want to talk about this, man. I want to talk about this. I've been having some fun, just picking with some of my pony brethren right about this. But I think in lieu of all that, there is a serious discussion to be held. Did I even be playing this music? Getting on my nerves. And y'all might not even be able to hear me over the music. Let me just lower it a little bit, have it playing in the background real low. Like, all right, y'all let me know how that is. There's just a couple things I need to set up right here. So yeah, man, there's some. I think we're losing sight of some important things here as we talk about Last of Us 2, the lack of multiplayer, and then the big discussion that I'm having this morning that everybody want to fall on that sword is the dislikes that I happen to mention, which is really a subcontext of everything else going on. But whenever people are salty about something, they look for a W in any available space. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna entertain them because you know me. I like to babble. I like to go back and forth. Yo, 706. I'm gonna get you. We gonna get together right after this. It's only gonna take like 10-15 minutes, man. I just want to put a video out here, talk about this, and get some feedback on it, and then give a very important message on top of that. If I can get everything together. Got that rolling. We got that rolling. Thank you for coming out this early in the morning. Anybody that's watching this live, and for those of you that are on demand, man, oh man. It's been some serious stuff, right, about The Last of Us 2. Who would have imagined, right? And let me add some context to all this too. Heath Stevens, what's up, bro? What's up? Heath Stevens says, hold on, I'm gonna read Heath's comment real quick. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Stop with the foolishness. All right. Not you, Heath. It's stupid. My computer's acting up. All right. He says, I think you're forgetting that Naughty Dog responded to what player base was mad about. Nah. That's all important and that's all relative. Here's the things that I'm focusing on, though, right? Is I want to talk about the trailer dislikes that everybody want to focus on right now early in the morning because they're grasping for straws and they looking for a W anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at my thingy chat right now. Hey, look, yo, don't turn into a bunch of what do you call it? Trumps. Even if you like him politically, don't do the Hillary, I'm still calling out Hillary thing. Why are y'all bringing up Xbox to me? I don't care about Xbox. That's why I'm focusing on PlayStation right now, because in preparation, look, the console war is over. All right. And y'all let me know if this music is too loud or whatever. The console war is over. Now, people say, no, MM2K, the console war ain't over because people are still bickering. No, that's the fanboy war. Man, y'all got to know how to put things in its proper space, in its proper box, man. How to organize stuff properly, mentally. So y'all ain't jumping out the window with these silly comments. The console war is over. The moment Microsoft decided that they no longer were going to fight for the living room, which is what the console is all about, the living room, quote unquote. And B, when Sony said, all right, we see that y'all ain't trying to get in the, in the octagon with us no more. So let's explore us using your Azure servers. Once the collaboration of those two things happen, the console war is over. Because what Microsoft is trying to plead with Sony and say is, look, we're not trying to compete with y'all no more, man. Y'all got this space. Y'all got the console space. We don't want it anymore. So the console war is over. In this generation, regardless of who talks about what in regards to streaming, this generation is 99.999% console. Microsoft is bowed out. Sony has accepted their white flag. And there it goes. Now, I'm not saying Sony ain't competing. Sony is still competing because Microsoft is in the business of video games. So anything in relation to video games that they see Microsoft trying to do, they're going to keep their foot on their neck. But all these points that we argue about in relation to console, and anything in relation to a console, that war is over. The fanboy war is never going to end. You're going to have fanboys for Ford versus Chevy, Home Depot versus Lowe's, Pepsi versus Coca-Cola, Burger King. A fanboy war is never going to end. But understand, put things in its proper perspective, okay? Before we get into this, right? So, I say that to say this. That with the console war being over this generation and Sony clearly being the winner by a mile, pointing out what the third grader, which is Xbox, is doing, opposed to you, PlayStation, the world-class, pound for pound fighter of the world, that means that doesn't help your arguments at all. I don't understand how that helps your argument. You telling me that Floyd Mayweather punched a third grader in the mouth and knocked him cold the hell out? How am I supposed to be impressed by that? You the king of the hill now, PlayStation. You're on top of the mountaintop all by yourself. And don't say, oh no, it ain't even like that, because that's what y'all been arguing all generation. And MM2K, at this point of the generation, agrees with you. Y'all on top of the mountaintop all by yourselves. So worrying about, again, what the third grader that stumbled into the octagon erroneously is doing is not impressive to me. Okay, it doesn't help your argument. All right. So y'all got to learn how to get out of this whole, well, Xbox did this whole Trump versus Hillary thing, man. Y'all sound like Trump. Again, I'm not talking politically. I'm talking about as far as him keep bringing up Hillary. The election's over. You know what I'm saying? You got new candidates that you need to deal with. You still talking about Hillary. And that's what I'm saying here. Why are y'all still talking about Xbox? Xbox is irrelevant right now. They won't have any relevancy until next generation. It's over. So stop that. That's no longer a valid arguing point. You don't have them bargaining chips, right? As Dave Chappelle would say. You don't have them bargaining chips. So, with that being said, here's what I want to focus on. Let me entertain the people that wanted to focus on the minute parts of my comment and the trailer likes and dislikes and what my theory is on why they're there. The whole multiplayer debacle and the message that I think my pony brethren need to understand. First and foremost, so we have a trailer that was standalone from well, let me start off like this. see right here. Okay, I've been meant to send that out. Let me switch this over like so. My monitors is cutting up, yo. What's going on here? All right, can y'all see that? This is my original tweet that started this whole chain, right? And this morning I got up and I was like, I think it's fair to say that Outbreak Day will be known as Outrage Day. I said, first you have a shorter than expected trailer that got a bunch of dislikes. And now you flip-flop on multiplayer. What a reveal week. Womp, 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 right? So the part that people are focusing on is first you have a shorter than expected trailer that got a bunch of dislikes. Okay. Right? And they're like, hold on. If you take out your protractor and go into your pocket pen and take out your Texas Instrument MM2K, that's only 1.5%. And daylight savings time. Man, get the hell out of here. The point that I'm trying to make is that Last of Us 2, one of the most anticipated games this generation, right? That despite the console war, which is now dead, despite even the console war when it was at its height, you had a bunch of people on both sides of the coin that said, yo, The Last of Us 2 or The Last of Us is dope. The Last of Us gets universal love across the spectrum. You may get some rabid fanboys that dog Last of Us out altogether. Or you may get some of us that are critical. I'm not a big Last of Us fan, boy, because I really don't care for Naughty Dog games. But what I saw at E3 make The Last of Us 2 my game of the show. Also, mainly in due part to Last of Us, I said that PlayStation won 2018's E3 when you had a lot of people, including a lot of PlayStation diehards, that said Microsoft won. So again, this is not coming from a fanboy side of the street. Y'all gotta watch my content. Y'all can't follow the idiot herd. I can't do stupidity. I can't do it. I'm sorry. And again, I don't think that I'm the sharpest pencil in the box. But again, I need to. I'm getting older now. Look, I'm gonna break it down to y'all like this. I'm getting older now. As you get older, you get slower, and your mental focus drops. I ain't got no time to be wasted sitting in a pool of stupid stuff. Okay, I gotta keep my brain sharp. You know what I'm saying? So I don't fall too far behind. So I can't run with the idiot herd like y'all. Maybe some of y'all younger cats, y'all got the versatility to do that. I can't do that, man. I gotta keep the third eye sharp. So when y'all talk this silly, stupid stuff, yeah, this is MM2K's the fanboy for the no. I've been dogging Xbox for the last year and a half. I came up with the moniker Coffee Shop Phil. I'm the one that went off when the homie Porter Rock sent me that pic, and he ruined my life. When the homie Porter Rock sent me that pic of Phil at DICE, was that 2017 or 2018, praising the competition more than he was his own stuff. That was your boy. So this is not coming from a place of fanboyism. I've said, as far as I'm concerned, the legacy Xbox product is dead and gone. What you see now is you see Windows gaming. And just like how Xbox had to prove itself to me, Windows gaming has to prove itself to me. So going into next gen, I don't even have it under my radar that I'm getting a Scarlet. I don't even have it under my radar that I might even financially support the Xbox ecosystem at all. My plans right now are I'm primarily going to be on PC. As far as subscription services, I'm going with the free Google Stadia and Uplay Plus because Ubisoft games are the majority of the games that I like. I love the fidelity of my PC, and when I want a game on the go, my options are going to be Uplay Plus via the free Stadia on my phone. I don't need 4K. I can just use the free Stadia. And if I happen to want to play some Xbox games on the go, I'm going to have my Xbox One X. I can utilize the pinging from my Xbox One X as a server joint and do that there without even having to subscribe to them at all. Just playing my old games. And if the way Xbox is going with the Play Anywhere, they might do Play Anywhere where the Xbox One X version or the Xbox One family version, along with the Scarlet version, along with the PC version, you get access to all. And they're big on crossplay. So if I get Division 3 on Uplay Plus, by next gen, it might be cross-play with Xbox people. And if I happen to like Halo Infinite, I can buy it a la carte. I ain't got to dedicate my money to Game Pass. You see what I'm saying? So I have completely scrubbed out Xbox out of my potential ecosystem going into next gen. What I've also done is I've said the only standalone device that I've committed to is a PlayStation 5. I said I'm going to get a PlayStation 5. Darkside Havoc said, M Morning MM2K, what are we talking about? Well, we're talking about the backlash of The Last of Us 2. And a little trolling tweet that I put out there, but the reaction that I got to it showed that there's not enough reflection going on in the stables right now. I want to rawhide. I want to kick the horse in the ass. Pause and jumpstart some reflection, cause y'all ain't reflecting properly. So I'm gonna help y'all out. Y'all gonna get like Charlie Murphy said. Y'all gonna get the help that y'all need. All right. So that's what this is about. So again, I wanted to preface what I'm about to say with that. This is not coming from no Xbox fam. Y'all showing me Battletoads. I done trashed Battletoads up at me and Neithles. We had Hebot coming out of the woodwork talking, you know. I mean, it was big ups to him, but you know what I'm saying. He was on his diehard Xbox stuff about that. So y'all showing Battletoads, man. It's pathetic. The comeback, y'all ain't even making the trolling fun. I was trolling y'all to go back and forth on Twitter because I was just in that type of mood. But y'all look sad out here this morning. So I had to go live. I had to throw my homie Noble to the wayside because we supposed to be playing Ghost Recon right now. He mad as hell. Calling me up. MM2K, what the hell you doing? Now I'm worried about y'all. I don't know if to call. We got a place called Western Psych out here. I don't know if to get y'all a minute. I don't know what's going on out here. So back to my point. So again, now that I prefaced it with that, Xbox is dog shit to me. That's not debunking my point. Y'all gotta get better ghostwriters. Y'all gotta come up with some new verses. Y'all lines is trash. Your rap game is garbage. Y'all gotta come up with go find a good ghostwriter. Come up with some new lines, right? So let's go back to my original point. So let's focus first on the first you have a shorter than expected trailer that got a bunch of dislikes. At the original, when State of Play, where the trailer was originally aired, was showcased, I think prior to the showcasing, a lot of us was expecting that the majority of the show was going to be The Last of Us 2. I had mentioned it in a video that I did earlier that day. And I even gave them it's all in the archives. I said, I feel Sony's going to play this smart. They've been playing this smart. They may have had a couple of hiccups, but they've been playing this smart. I feel like Sony's going to come with this trailer during State of Play and they're going to knock it out of the park, right? And instead, what they did is they dedicated the last 3 minutes of State of Play. So you sat through 17 minutes of BS. And I got a list of the shit that they shown, but I don't even want to go over that. It's repulsive. It makes me want to throw up in my mouth. I figured that maybe they would show a couple things You know what I'm saying? Like what they could have done is they could have showed the fact that MLB, I think that was cool though. MLB's coming to PSN Plus, you know what I'm saying? They could have showed the little VR LA Nord thing, you know, and then the rest of the show should have been on The Last of Us. Nobody cares about that other shit. Nobody cares about it. Why even waste our time with it, man? Those is like 3-minute YouTube clips on your YouTube channel, man. People came for the big kit caboodle. That's like me getting dressed up, go to Ruth Chris Steakhouse, get me my $100 steak, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting at the table. Y'all bringing out bread and water consistently. 90% of the meal is bread and water. You bring out the steak, but the steak ain't as big as I thought it was going to be. It's only a couple of bites. Now, them couple of bites was good as hell, but I'm just expecting a big-ass juicy steak. Shit, you could have not wasted my time and brought out the bread and all the other dumb shit and just gave me my 2 bites of steak. I could have went on for all that. Same theory applies here. So, and then it follow up to that, even though when I was, you know, just trolling and talking to Ashley Larry stuff about the what's it called, about the differences between the two videos, E3 trailer and this one. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think as far as like textures and resolution and like visuals like that, it don't look as good as the E3. It still looks phenomenal though, but it don't look as phenomenal as the E3 trailer. But what looks better are the animations. It looks like what Naughty Dog did is at E3 they wanted to wow you, so they bumped everything up, right? As far as those aesthetics. And then now they're getting closer to release, they had to work on the animations. If you watch like the cutscene where she's there in the ballroom with Girly and the guy comes over, you know what I'm saying, is talking to her, the animations is kind of janky. The blinking of the eyes is kind of janky. It reminds you of, remember when Death Stranding first came out, where the visuals might look good, but the animations were still kind of janky and choppy. And it looks like what Naughty Dog did is they smoothing that out. They smoothed the animations out, bumped down the resolution and the textures just a little bit. And what they're likely going to do is bump it back up before release. You know what I'm saying? So it was no big deal to me, besides just a reason to kick y'all in the legs and just have some fun, right? So I'm not worried about the visuals at all of Last of Us at the end of the day. But as far as, again, coming to Ruth Chris Steakhouse, getting a smaller portion of steak that you were expecting, the steak was still great, but it wasn't as beefy as you thought it was going to be. I might write a bad review or two, more likely than I wouldn't. And that's all I'm saying. Now, here's the video, right? Here's the Last of Us 2 video. An excerpt of the trailer that was released. You got 342,000 likes. Okay, that makes sense. Out of 5 million views. But you got 6.4 thousand dislikes. And when you look at other Last of Us videos, now, with the exception, I think this is it. With the exception of this one. Now look at this one. This is the E3 trailer, right? That got 448,000 likes, but 26,000 dislikes, right? But we know what those 26,000 dislikes were. Those were from the anti-SJW brigade that went out there because Ellie was kissing Girly and they was going all ape shit about doing all that silly, you know what I'm saying? That was because of that. So we know what those dislikes is about. So those is discredited. But let me bring you to another video. So to the reveal video. You got even more views, 8,278,000 likes, and then you got 2.4 thousand likes, and all this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, this reveal trailer really didn't show you much. It was just cinematic, right? You got, even though you didn't get as much as the E3 trailer, you got more than that here in the reveal video that was shown a couple days ago. So that 6,000 dislikes is higher than than often. And I attribute that to a couple of factors. First and foremost, if you look at the original state of play, The State of Play don't have a lot of dislikes, but it don't have as many views as this. Why? Because casuals didn't even know about State of Play. What they knew about is this trailer. They know about Outbreak Day. So they remember seeing the E3 trailer. Okay, let me rewind a little bit. You have a shitload of casuals now and other gamers highly interested in Last of Us. They got PlayStations now. After the year of greatness, God of War, Spider-Man. They're chomping at the bit. They're like, okay, now they done with them experiences. Now they're like, okay, what's going on? Okay, they get Days Gone that don't really, you know what I'm saying, knock it out the park. Okay, all right, that's fine. What else we got? Okay, we got this Death Stranding. This Death Stranding is confusing as hell. Oh, what the fuck is this all about? All right, so we got Last of Us 2 coming. All right, well, is it coming this year? Or, okay, it's not coming this year now. A lot of us diehards knew that it wasn't coming this year. We knew all the rumors and stuff that it was coming next year, so we knew that. We're not shocked about that. Some of that extra I want to say about 4,000 dislikes might be behind that. But I think a lot more is to the fact that we're used to, as Sony gets closer to the release date, they show you more. They didn't show you more. They showed you less of what they showed you at E3. They're leaving the IGNs in them to show more. So those videos are doing fine. Those videos are doing well. People are loving those IGNs because look at it. They're loving those videos because those are showing you more. I think what you're seeing here is you're seeing people like, hold on. I mean, this looks cool. It looks just as cool as it did before, but it's a lesser portion. Man, whatever, man. And so it's getting more dislikes than you would typically expect. So that was the point there. Again, it was a minute point. A minute point in my troll post. Heath Stevens says Inside Xbox had 3,300 likes to 2,000 dislikes. That is a problem. Yeah. I'm surprised that's all it got. I'm surprised that's all it got. But Heath, what I hope you're not doing, like I just said, I hope you're not comparing the shit sandwich to the cup of piss. Again, I said we see a trend here to where typically what Naughty Dog has to show you looks quality. But by all intents and purposes, people wanted to see more. They're used to, as Sony shows you stuff as you get closer and closer to release date, they show you more and more. They saw less of this and they're like, whoa. So you saw a little bit more dislikes than you did, that you normally would. And again, if you go back to my tweet, I said first you have a shorter than expected trailer that got a bunch of dislikes. I didn't say, ooh, it got more dislikes than it got likes. It got a bunch of dislikes. 6,000 for a Last of Us 2 trailer. When you look at all the other Last of Us 2 trailers, right? Here we got an example, 8,278,000 likes, but only 2.4 thousand dislikes. You see a trend. It's a slight trend, but it's a trend. But again, that is the least important factor of my troll tweet. Now you flip-flop on multiplayer. That's the big whoop to do. And you see what everybody do? This whole thread is about the likes to the dislikes because they're clinging to anything that they can. Let's go see some of these responses. Let's see some of these responses. I thought this was bad. See what I'm saying, man? Y'all drinking that Hillary serum. Let's talk about Hillary. I'm sad now, bro. I'm sad. Look at this. This is sad. Even King Player and King Player. I have to go get a truck. I'm gonna have to go get one of them stretch Mercedes-Benz trucks. If they still make them things. And come scoop all you up. Take out a Western Psych. It's a great facility out here. Why are y'all talking to me about Junkbox? Like he said. He asked, how's it shorter than expected? I just showed you how. This is the reveal trailer, bruh. Remember the reveal trailer where it just showed her playing the banjo? Look, this is just the trailer of her playing the banjo. 8 million likes, 8 million views, 278,000 likes to only 2.4 thousand dislikes. You have this big event that was circled around. This is a look at Last of Us 2 right around the corner. Less views, but more dislikes. Considerably more dislikes. Again, is MM2K saying, look at my overall theme. Again, I got to keep my mind sharp, man. I can't follow the idiot muck. Look at my overall theme. Oh no, I'm getting out of order here. I didn't want to show y'all that yet. That's some God science that your bro Porter Rock drop. I can't show y'all the God science yet. But even Porter Rock was confused at what I was trying to say. I'm not talking about ratio. I'm talking about we saw a trend there. We saw a little bit more dislikes that were anticipated. Again, that was the least of my thesis. My thesis is, what a reveal week. Womp, womp, womp. Again, you didn't do better as far as even the reveal trailer was concerned, as far as the reception. You did a little worse. That's not typical of Sony. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You did a little worse. It's not typical of Sony. As they get closer and closer, usually you do a little bit better. This time you're doing a little bit worse. So, again, these are the trends that I tell my Xbox brethren they got to look out for. I have to tell my Sony brethren too. I don't hold a flag for anybody. I don't do this for clicks. I do this to spread awareness. You see a trend. This is the big reveal. And as far as the reception, it did not perform better than in the previous receptions. The exception was, for all transparency and disclosure, was the E3 reveal. But we know that this 26K is heavily rooted upon the anti-SJW thing. Right? So that's the end of that. With that being said, let's get on to the next one. Hold on 1 second. Let's get on to the next one. My next point was how many of those dislikes are trolling Junkbox fanboys? See, y'all can't, it's, how can I say this? Y'all concern me with this, man. Y'all concern me with this. As somebody that, even though I can be upfront and honest to say the Xbox product is dog shit, I can also give y'all a peer into the Xbox community. They're laughing at this. They love this. They ain't disliking the video. They love the fact, that there is a civil war within the PlayStation community over Last of Us 2 in multiplayer. And B, I'll tell you a secret. You get, even from me, you get a lot of comments about Naughty Dog not having a big focus on gameplay elements, that the AI is bad in their games, and then more notably that Uncharted is overrated. You hear that a lot about Naughty Dog. The separating common denominator, even in the Xbox community, is Last of Us. Even within the Xbox community, you either get glowing praise for Last of Us or people just be quiet about it. You don't get hate for Last of Us primarily out of the Xbox community. There's exceptions to every rule. You might get a nutcase that might say something here and there. You know what I'm saying? A particular podcast come to mind where you might have a nutcase or two there that might say something about Last of Us and this and that. And me, I'm not even a fan of the game, but when it came up, or of the original one, but when it comes up, I don't even dog it because just because I'm not a fan of it doesn't mean that I gotta hate on the product altogether. It's just not for me. The original one wasn't for me, to where Last of Us 2 looks like it's for me. So I'll give y'all appearances. So this has nothing to do with Xbox fanboy. Y'all can't look. It's not a binary choice. It's not, everything in gaming ain't about Xbox and PlayStation. Y'all got to get out of that prism. This 26,000 dislikes that you're looking at on the screen, that's not from Xbox fanboys. Those is from them anti-SJW mugs. And this slight bump and dislikes for the Last of Us 2 trailer can reasonably be attributed to, again, I give you the scenario. I came to Ruth Chris Steakhouse looking for a big piece of steak. I got a whole bunch of sides, some water, some apple juice. Y'all brought the steak out. There was 2 bites of it. The steak was delicious. The 2 bites was delicious, but I was expecting more. You know what I'm saying? People were expecting to see more of Last of Us 2. It was being advertised so hard, so heavy, and they didn't get what they expected as far as the volume of what was going to be shown. Period. That was my point, period. But again, that's a mute point to the overall theme, which is, this is a flip-flop on multiplayer. Let's talk about the real meat and potatoes, because I spent a whole bunch of time. I spent 38 minutes talking about something that's really irrelevant. Just a clap line in a troll tweet. That's why I'm getting nervous. That's why I'm getting scared. I'm getting concerned out there because there's not a reflection. I thought if y'all slept on it, yeah, you thought about what Porter Rock has said in his video. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that God degree he gave you in this video. I thought y'all would have slept on it and then would have reflected more, right? But here's what I gotta say, which is the overarching point: the flip-flopping on the multiplayer. Big deal because it was promised by the developers. So people pre-ordered the game. Could have people that brought PlayStations because of it. Gave hope to people that may be a little dismayed at the 2019. There's those newcomers that bought PlayStations in 2018 who were sold greatness, that are looking at 2019 and was like, what's going on here? You have podcasters that disrespected each other in every way, up and down, unifying under this. And then lastly, more importantly, and I think the most well-spoken words on this, I have to give him something in the super chat. It was the homie Porter Rock, who said something on the stream yesterday. It was promised, and again, we're talking about trends. That's why I focus so much on that, because the theme of this stream right here is trends. Another trend that we're starting to see is, look, Naughty Dog arguably to the masses is considered the best developer in the world. They created a multiplayer game that people loved and got critical acclaim. Now, did it have a plethora of people playing it? Maybe not. But you didn't have a whole bunch of people that originally jumped on The Last of Us until it got ported to the PlayStation 4. So this time around with Last of Us 2, the multiplayer was bound to be more successful, right? That's how quality people were saying it. It was. Now, you have the best developer in the world to people, a lot of people, to many eyes, and you're trying to tell me that they can't release this game after 5 to 7 years with multiplayer and single player, but they were able to do it last time, right? They were able to do it last time. They had to develop for the sale process. I mean, they had some complications last time. I'm pretty sure Naughty Dog has a lot more freedoms and a lot more resources at their disposal that they had because of their success since then, since they made the original game, right? And they can't ship it out, but they come and give you a tweet about how they spent a year giving you Christmas toys and that and stuff, to special collector's editions and all that other stuff. If you take that in consideration, that they spent a year on gimmicks to get more money from you, and the fact that following Lost Legacy, that was originally supposed to be just like what I think a $15 DLC, but then they made it a full-fledged separate game for $30, it sounds like a money grab. Because in a press release last night, Naughty Dog said that a multiplayer experience is coming, but it's not coming with the retail version of The Last of Us 2. So it's really not coming in The Last of Us 2 retail space at all. It's going to be a separate experience. So one has to beckon. Are you going to have to pay extra for this? Are they trying to do a Lost Legacy Part 2 because Lost Legacy was so successful that they're trying to take out an Hey, look, here's what y'all, and I don't blame y'all for this. Here's what y'all hammering your boy MM2K on. But see, this is why y'all ain't consistent, man. But we gonna help you there. We're gonna help you. I mean, you're gonna get this medicine. We're gonna help you get there, I mean. Y'all hammer your boy MM2K on Fallout 76 for a lot of reasons. Even though I gave it a 7.5. Again, y'all gotta get some new ghostwriters. Y'all gotta get some more lines out here. That's getting old. Even though I gave it a 7.5. Y'all hammer me on a lot of stuff about Fallout 76. A lot of it not true. Some of it was true that I had to admit. One of the true things was that Fallout 76 is a money grab. Fallout 76 was supposed to be DLC or just an online mode for Fallout 4. And what Bethesda did is they said, well, while we weren't working on the Starpoint game or Stardew, whatever the hell it's called, we can make more money from this. People love our games. The quality of life hasn't enhanced much. We just added Minecraft elements to Fallout 4, and people fell in love with it. Our shit releases buggy. We apologize for a year. It still sells tens of millions at the end of the day. ESO was dog shit when it released. Now they got it at over 10 million sales. We fuck up out of the gate and we still get paid. So we're going to stumble across the finish line, or we're going to come out of the gate stumbling at first with Fallout 76, but eventually we're going to make our coin. This is what they said. So yeah, Fallout 76 was a money grab. And I can admit that. And say, yes, shame on Bethesda. But you see the makings of what's going to be a money grab here with this Last of Us 2 multiplayer, and you're telling people that they shouldn't raise their voices? If you're not concerned about it, I mean, I'm impartial to that because I raise concern about a lot of stuff that don't affect me, but that's just me. But if that's how y'all operate, then fine. I'm not mad at y'all about that. What I don't understand is where you're saying people shouldn't open their mouth to complain. But to a very important point that my homie Porter Rock brought up, y'all say, does it affect me because I don't play multiplayer? However, well, you don't own an Xbox One, but you complain about that. Huh? Really? Y'all spend all day talking about Xbox. 99% of y'all that talk about Xbox ain't even got an Xbox. Y'all talk about Xbox all day. Most of y'all ain't bought their game on Xbox at all this generation. But that's all y'all talk about. Xbox. But people raise a legitimate concern for them about PlayStation. You want them to shut up, but it's okay for you to talk about a system that you don't even support. Y'all talk about Xbox more than your boy MM2K do. And I got an Xbox. I've been supporting the system since the goddamn original console release. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Wake up. I feel like Spike Lee in one of his movies. Wake up. Homie Porter Rock dropped a video yesterday. It's called PlayStation News. The Last of Us Part 2 when I had multiplayer. He was dropping God degree there. I urge y'all to go check out my man's video. God degree. As at the end of the day, the console war is over. Even if y'all don't want me to write y'all that prescription, y'all ain't gonna get that feel. At least we can all agree that the console war is over for this generation. You ain't gotta believe it's over in totality like MM2K. But at the end of the day, it's over this generation. So that battle was pointless. Let's focus on the games altogether. Let's focus on being gamers. When you focus on being gamers, if you see a problem, then raise your voice. Don't sweep it under the rug for the simple fact that you got Xbox on your mind. Some of y'all got Xbox on your mind 24/7, and it's sickening. Y'all got Xbox on your mind more than people that have Xboxes. It's sickening. Stop it. So what I'm saying to y'all, man, is that I'm concerned. I'm really concerned. I get that throwing the jabs in the console war can be fun. But when people have serious discussions like this, right? When they have serious discussions like this, and they're bringing up valid concerns, and y'all say, hold on, shh, it's all about a console war that's over. Y'all motherfuckers are still trying to fight World War II. Y'all motherfuckers y'all still trying to fight the Revolutionary War. The console wars, shh, don't say that out loud. You know the console war's still going on? It's going on in your mind. It's going on in your mind. It's over. Y'all won. Y'all on top of the hill now. Y'all got Excalibur raised to the sky. It's over. Y'all done slayed there's nothing but dead bodies on the mountainside. And y'all standing on top of the mountain. Stop judging everything that Sony does based upon the lowest common denominator, Xbox, or as my homie Heath Stevens says, Junkbox. Stop basing it on Junkbox. I liken it to this, and I've said this 1,000 times. It's like, say you come to a race, right? Back in the day, there was a guy named Ben Johnson. He was the fastest man on the planet when I was growing up, when I was young. I'm an old geezer, so y'all can do the math. Figure when I was a teenager, Ben Johnson was the fastest man on earth. Now it was who? U-Bowl, right? So let's just say we're in an alternate timeline where both U-Bowl and Ben Johnson are in the same space, and they're both about to race at the Olympics, right? And people flew thousands of miles to wherever the Olympics was, all over the world, paid an exuberant amount of money to watch either a dynamic race and history being made. Because when you watch races, you're looking to see if somebody's going to break records. That's one of the biggest things when you do the 40-yard dash, whatever, is to see times being broken, right? history being made. Okay. But primarily it's the duel. So you got your Ben Johnson fanboys and your U-Bowl fanboys, and they're all, talking smack. Yeah, this, that, and the other, right? It's understandable. It's competition, and that's what happens. That's why I said fanboying will never die down. Then you get to the race. On your March cassette, boom! And they both shoot off. And I want to say 10 yards down the line on the 40-yard dash or 50-yard dash, my homie Ben Johnson stumbles and falls. Boom. U-Bowl is still going at, physique form. And 10 yards away from the finish line, U-Bowl notices, hold on. He looks behind him like racers, or to the side like racers do. And he noticed that Ben Johnson fell all the way back there. So he's like, oh man, this mug fell. And he stops running. And he walks across the finish line. Now, that's what I like in this generation to what we're seeing right now. It's not good enough to me as a gamer that just because one of the runners fell and stumbled, that the other one is walking across the finish line. It's not about you just beating that person. You beat somebody that fell and stumbled. They fell and stumbled on their own. That's on them. So I'm not going to cry over them. But you can still run. You can still break that record. Meaning you can still do your best to give me the best and the most phenomenal experiences from here on out. And Sony's 24 plus year history of doing presentations, going to E3s, all that other stuff, they've never skipped an E3. Fanfare has never been as low as it's ever been this generation, as it is this year. And it's only that way because Sean Layton looked back over his shoulder and said, oh shit, Phil Spencer done fell and stumbled. Okay, I'm walking across the finish line. They're not doing their fan. They're known for PSX's, Paris Gate, all that stuff, forget about it. To me, that's not, for the people that bought their PlayStations in 2018 that are looking for greatness, and greatness is synonymous with continued excellence, is greatness. They're looking at 2019, they're like, what the fuck is going on here? And you can't blame them. And as gamers, nobody said trade in your PlayStation 4s or all of a sudden say Xboxes are great. Hell no. But you say, hold on, no, Sony. No, the people in the crowd under that scenario be like, you, what the hell are you doing? Break the world record. This is your chance. Keep going. Continue to entertain us. We paid money for this. You can't take no break. What are y'all doing out here, man? Philosopher Dude, what's going on? What are y'all doing out here? You don't take no breaks when you're providing goods and services. There is no such thing as a break. You keep it rolling. You close off this generation like you closed off last generation. You don't go by the lowest common denominator. So that's all I'm saying. Xbox ain't even in the discussion for me. Not because they're getting a pass. I done already told y'all, I done laid out the blueprint. As far as I'm concerned, it's no longer Xbox, it's Windows Gaming. Your boy MM2K got the structure set up to where they're not getting my support. Next generation, maybe Halo Infinite. Unless I see an about face change that I may not see. But now I got it set up to where I'm likely going to get a PlayStation 5. And I'll do the rest of my gaming on PC. So this ain't about giving them a pass. They about to not get your boy's coin anymore. This This is about me being a gamer and saying, you don't get to take a break. You make more money than you ever have. You're outpacing the almighty PlayStation 2. You didn't take a break then. You don't get to take a break now. The hell's wrong with y'all? Y'all done lost your goddamn minds out here. Trying to bring gaming down to the lowest common denominator. A man that said gaming ain't about headshots and kills. When we're hardcore gamers and we love that AAA fidelity, bloods and guts. Y'all want to bring gaming down to the lowest common denominator and say as long as we're beating that, we're fine? Get the hell out of here. The hell's wrong with y'all? So with that being said, y'all can go all day in your boy's tweet and talk about the dislike, the like ratio, and the calligraphy, and the moon set and the horizon. Y'all can talk about that all y'all want, man. Whatever. The fact of the matter is that Outbreak Day did not pan out how they expected it to pan out. Sony is to blame for that. I'm not putting this on Naughty Dog. I'm putting this on Sony. Because just like how Sony said to Cory Barlog when they were hungry, this reminds me of your favorite rapper. When they first starting out in the game, they're hungry. So their lines is ferocious. Everything is ferocious. But once they start getting that lamb and that steak and eggs, then the shit gets watered down. They start slacking a little bit. They take their foot off the gas. This is what this reminds me of. When PlayStation was hungry, at its hungriest, Yoshida walked up to Cory Barlog and said, yo, this is the God of War you want me to put out here to go against Xbox? Man, get out of here, man. You got it, man. He threw the motherfucker back at his chip. Man, go back in the studio, man. This ain't it. This ain't it, Chief. That's what people are continuing to see. I mean, that's what people want to continue to see, excuse me. The people that bought their PlayStations in 2018 that finally caught up to all this stuff, that heard all this stuff, then saw God of War and Spider-Man, they're looking for a continuation of this. Not for Sean Layton to say, okay, well, Phil's trip, so we're going to stop. In a 24-year history, we're going to drop all the fanfare that we did. No. So, it's up to y'all at the end of the day. Are y'all going to, let's just say if y'all keep, okay, let me break it down to y'all like this. Let's just say if Microsoft does what a lot of you PlayStation fans want them to do, and they get out of the gaming business. They say, you know what? We're getting too much heat, and they leave the gaming business. Do you truly think that PlayStation, with no viable competition on the hardcore gaming front, is going to have a better product? You think that with them standing on the mountaintop alone, they're going to do that? Because I'm going to tell you this much. We have two clear point examples of where that's not the case. After the aftermath of the PlayStation 2 being the most dominant console out there pretty much, PlayStation took the foot off the gas with the PlayStation 3. Big time. And in this generation, when we said they would never do nothing like that again, they learned their lesson. We see them doing it. I'll say this. I don't want to bloviate. I will say we see at least signs of it in 2019. So again, just some food for thought. As a gamer, as somebody that's looking to invest in the PlayStation ecosystem next generation, instead of Xbox at all, as far as consoles are concerned, I want to see, along with the people that just bought PlayStations, we want to see PlayStation keep its foot on the gas. We don't give two shits about them beating Xbox. Fuck Xbox. That's why they bought the PlayStations. A lot of those people had Xboxes and got rid of their Xboxes. Including myself, if things go as planned. Next generation. Fuck, I don't give a fuck that you're beating Xbox. What does that do for me? What I care about is you consistently keeping your foot on the gas and you working to provide the best product possible. Possible. Not a better product than the motherfucker that stumbled 40 yards back. The best product possible. So with that said, I just want to keep everything in proper perspective. I wanted to keep everybody out of the weeds. I was getting, I have fun trolling on Twitter, but I really see some concerning focus. And I'm hoping that after this weekend, maybe y'all let it gel over the weekend. Y'all ain't got to listen to me. Listen to Porter Rock. Listen to what Porter Rock was saying. Porter Rock didn't tell y'all not to buy Last of Us. People still gonna buy it. But let PlayStation know that you are not okay with them taking their foot off the gas, that this is not what you expect. In the community of greatness, this is not acceptable. Y'all see some signs that y'all ain't liking. Right? So with that said, I just wanted to drop that jewel on y'all. I will go back to trolling, but after hey Noah, I gotta get my coffee. Let me go get my coffee, bro. And then we're gonna do some gaming, okay? So with that said, it's your boy MM2K. I appreciate all of y'all coming out listening to me. Thank you very much. And I just hope that y'all got some food for thought over the weekend, man. So let me big up everybody that was in the chat. Let me see what the chat. I really didn't get a chance to focus on the chat like I normally do. We had Rulio. He said, couldn't agree with you more, Most. Don't let ponies like Heath Stevens tell you it doesn't matter. No, Heath Stevens is the homie. He's a diehard. Homie Heath Stevens, Mr. Free to Be Me. He said, I saw Fallout 76 in the candy section of my dollar store. Hey, you know what? On console, and that's because it's trash on console. I gotta say that even though I think people bloviated and hated well too much. Get out of here, cat. Cat trying to act up. Get out of here. I think even though people bloviated and over-exaggerated on Fallout 76, and the idiot herd just followed, I will say that the performance on console is abysmal. It's a shame. It should be better than that. But if you play it on PC, it's flawless, man. It's flawless. It's unbelievable. I can't believe. Now, I didn't start off that way from what I understand, but I just got it on PC like a couple months ago. Oh, man. So that's where the bulk of their money is. Like, if you play on console, like I play more, shockingly, I play more on my PlayStation than I played on Xbox when it comes to console, because I like playing it on my Vita. I do the remote play on my Vita, you know what I'm saying? So if I play on console, I'm more likely going to play on PlayStation, right? Because of the portability, and I could put it on my Vita and sit in the living room while my wife just yap. I'm like, yeah, okay, honey, yes, okay, honey, I heard you, I got you, ha, ha, ha. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, I don't really play it on console that much, because again, the performance hasn't improved. It's horrible. Me and Noah tried to play it. We was going to stream it every Wednesday, and it just, I Noah likes it, but it's just the performance. For me, the performance is just bad. So. King Player said, listen here, effing greatness. Hey, man, y'all was concerning me, man. Devin in the box said, Most, are you deaf yet? Nah, bro. This is how I talk. Deep Blue Sea. You ain't seen my movies? With that said, I'm going to get out of here and get my coffee. So me and my homie, let's go back to these. Here, let's have some fun. Let's go back to my My response. I want y'all to see. Look at the type of shit I get in my responses, man. I want y'all to see this shit, man. Let's have some fun with this. Oh, let's go back. I got 17 new responses. Okay, that was the last one where homie was doing his best Trump impersonation, bringing up Hillary. We got Dirt. Thank you, Dirt, for tweeting us out. Got some more. 6,000 is about what Gears sold. I don't care about Gears. Fearmonger. No, but True Fearmonger, no, he's just a troll. I'm not talking about him. He's funny. One with those giveaway clothes. Oh, I got to respond to him. Boom, must be all the people rushing to play multiplayer. It could be. No, Boom, it could be right. I just noticed that this morning. Boom could be right. It could be backlash for them, but that's the thing. If that's the case, let me respond to him right now. Boom could have a point. He could have a point. It could just be from hate. Just like how we had the SJWs that ran to the thing, the anti-SJW people that ran to it. You could have people that are just mad about the multiplayer that did it, and I just called it this morning. But it's still it's a reason. It's not something to overlook. It's a signal that people are upset about something. That's all I'm saying. See what else we got here. It was really 3. They still want to do the ratio. 3.4 to the 1 to 5 carry to 2. They still want to do that ratio thing. Let's see here. And my homie Heath Stevens said, yeah, so they took it, expanded, and turned it into its own thing. They were trying to do something with Nathan Drake so they continue the game series without him. Well, what it could be, Heath, is that they saw the success to that. That could have been their original plan with Lost Legacy, but Sony saw the success to that. Sony and Sean, like, look, I'm going to tell y'all something, man. This is going to be a future video. I don't trust Phil, but I got my eye out for Sean Layton, too. Sean Layton ain't no Jack Trenton. And a lot of the stuff that's being celebrated right now of PlayStation is via Jack Trenton. You know what I'm saying? Jack Trenton on the comeback tour. He knocked it out of the park. So the God of Wars and the stuff that y'all seeing right now, now The Last of Us 2 was more the Sean Layton era, I believe. But I got my eye on that dude, man. Random guy says, I swear you guys intentionally give PlayStation fans ammo. No. No, I don't. No. Y'all make up ammo. Usually you bring up great points, but you're alone on this one. Now, if the dislikes were more... So that's homie Keith Stevens. So, but I'm talking trends. Let's do this. I'm talking trends. Just so we can get this in the archives. I'm talking trends in that tweet where dislikes are not even the main thing. Why y'all just focus on that? Laugh out loud. I couldn't think of a clever hashtag, but I'm not. It's the homie Heath Stevens. I just want to put that in the archives. I just want to put that in the archives. That, again, you can read the tweet for what it's worth, but y'all just focused on dislikes where the dislikes are higher. I just showed y'all the examples of why. They're higher than typical, especially for the context of how Last of Us was being shown. And the fact that it wasn't a bad video. Why do you have more typical dislikes than you normally did before? It wasn't a bad video, it just was shorter than what people expected. So there's only now 2 scenarios, because Boom brought up a good point. It's either because what I believe primarily is because people wanted to see more of Last of Us. Like, what is this? We should see more. This was cool, but y'all should be showing more now. Or it could be the multiplayer hate base that came and disliked the video overnight. Who knows? But the fact of the matter is that there's anger out there for some reason, or there's disappointment. I'll put it like that. Maybe not anger. There's disappointment out there, and it's being reflected in those dislike numbers that are higher than typical. I done already showed y'all again. I don't know how many times I got to do this. You got 5 million views, 6.4 thousand dislikes, but you got 8 million views, and you got 2.4 thousand dislikes. You showed way more here than you did there. Miko Doss, what's up? So what's the deal? Why? It's a trend. You see something higher. Again, to Boom's point, it could be the multiplayer hating people. All right. So with that said, that's it from your boy. I appreciate everybody coming through, checking out the video. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all got something out of that. Some entertainment, some points to get y'all riled up. Riled up. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. No. My game share crew, we talking about getting more games. I ain't getting that shit. Don't know. With that said, I appreciate all of y'all coming through, man. Just to put things in perspective and give y'all some fruit over the weekend. So, thank everybody for coming through. Appreciate it. Until next time, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day. Peace. Oh, and before I go, check me out here. Twitch.tv Mighty Most 2000 or HNDC.Live shortly. We're going to be doing we're going to be streaming that Ghost Recon's Breakpoint. All right, no, let me go grab something to drink. I'll be on. All right, peace.